Hello everyone and welcome to Crafty Kaylee Creations. I'm Kaylee. I'm here today to show you a little video of starting a Boro crossbody bag. How is everyone? I hope you're all doing well. So, I'm about to embark on something that will give me much joy. I hope you're all doing something that gives you joy today. And thank you for joining me. I purchased this pattern either 2020 or 2021. I know it was around the COVID time, and I bought quite a few things. I wanted to have a look at some Boro stitching, and I have mentioned before, but I buy the majority of my fabrics and threads, needles, etc. for Boro and Shishiko stitching from Andrea Taylor, Bitten by the Bug. There's her details if you're interested to have a look on. She has an Etsy site, and she's an Australian lady. She lives in Victoria. She goes to quite a few things, I think, like down in Melbourne, Bendigo, those sort of places. I believe she was just at the Sydney Craft Alive. At the time I bought a couple of different projects from her, and I've completed the other two a few years ago, but I haven't done this one. So I thought I'd go through and show you the process if you haven't done this before. In this pack, I received this fabric here is for the it's not a huge bag. It looks big in that photo, but it's not really when it's all complete, because this is the lining that's cut already, ready for the lining. There's only Boro on the front of the bag. This piece is for the back of the bag. That came with the kit. 2 pieces of iron-on pallon, which will give the bag some structure. In here is the piece of fabric that will go around this part of the bag, and also the snap closure and some little hooks in there for here. Oh yes, there's 2. I think it's supposed to be a shoulder. Yes, it is. It does say crossbody bag, doesn't it? I can't see the straps in here. Oh, here we are. They're hanging down here. And I'll just open this up. Oh, okay. It's interesting. In Andrea's packs, there's always a pack of needles so you can do your project, because if you haven't done Boro stitching before. So I have quite a few needles now because I bought, as I said, 3 packs from her. So these are Daruma. It's a very good brand for their threads. I have Boro and Shishiko's needles opened already, so I won't be opening that pack, that's for sure. Threads to complete your project if you want to use those. See, they're a lot thinner than what you use with your Shishiko stitching. It's more or less like a perlé or a crochet thread. these are the pieces for the Boro part. And this is your calico for the foundation, which you always need to put your pieces of scrap fabrics on. So I'll show you my process if you haven't done it before. I'm placing all the fabrics. Now, traditionally when you're doing a project like this, and Andrea always says, start in the left-hand corner. Now let's get them out and have a look at what we have. But I will just show you what I like to do. You can have that either way. I'll go this way. So I actually do mine like I'm doing a jigsaw puzzle. I like to put mine in the four corners first. So I put one that way, one this way. Really, you can do it any way you want, can't you? But anyway, I am putting the planes in the corners. I don't know why I'm doing that, but I am. One, two, three. Here we have another little one here. Well, that's the same as that, so I might come down here with that one. Now the idea is to overlap all your fabrics so that you're not seeing any of the white calico. And after that, I then just go a little bit helter-skelter. Red's my favourite colour. I'm going to put that in the middle with that little red bit. It's only little, but that's okay. I'll just place that there. Oh, isn't that nice with those flowers? Little flowers. This can be a long process because I'm always changing things. Don't want to cover up that red too much, do we? No. Um, See, I just move things around all the time because I change my mind what I want to do. You can cut the fabrics if you're not happy with how they look. I might even add in some of mine. Hold on a moment, I'm going to grab... how many was packet here before? Here we go. I've got these that I had. Oh, also, Andrea just sells the packets with some cut fabrics in them, which is what some of these are that I've used here. As I said, this can take me quite a while, so I may have to turn the camera off and not bore you with all of this. Can be rather boring. I'm sorry for not talking. I'm a bit, I've got my mind trying to concentrate on what I'm doing here. Okay, so what? There's some pretty little flowers. The idea is to not really have things lining up, which can sometimes be a little bit difficult. da da da. Don't really want to put these checks in, to be honest. What else do we have here? I mean, I've got plenty of fabric, but it's just working out what I want to it's covering up that again, isn't it? That one there like that. There. I could just cover up this one bit here, except it's going the same way as that. Really like that would be good, wouldn't it? I don't want to use all that fabric there though. Just seems a bit of a waste, doesn't it? There we go, that there. There. I've only got a couple of little bits to fill up, really, haven't we? What have we got here? I don't really like that there at all. At all. I love this piece. Trying to find a place to put that, but you see, that's not really. Need something going here. So unless I cut that, and I don't particularly want to because it's a nice long piece to use, so under there like that would be better, and then we don't want that to be matchy do we? No. I don't know if that quite covers, to be honest. It's a little bit there. Then what I could do is just, I've got a tiny couple of little bits like this. I could put that under there, couldn't I? Just put little scrappy bits to fill up your little pieces if you're not 100% sure on. There, see? Move over, move over. Nope, 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 nope. Another piece under here. Sure a lot of professional people that do this would say not to do that, but that's what I do. I don't see there's a problem, to be honest. Move that one up there. We're getting close to covering up all this fabric, aren't we? Awfully close. I could put that one there. Put this one under here. Are you bored yet? Okay, this is what it's all about. It's not a quick process, let me tell you. Now, should I just use a little piece like this to cover in there? Or, because unless I turn that one around this way, otherwise I'm gonna cover up all that, and I don't want to do that particularly. That's too small. Yes, that is too small. I'll put this one back here. Damn it. I hate when it frays so much before you even get it down to stitch. There. Okay. What do you think? Please let me know in the comments. everyone has their own way of doing it and their own processes and what their eyes are drawn to. And to be honest, this is what you call the ugly stage, because until it gets all the, I would have liked to have used that, but anyway, all the stitch, save that for another project. Until you get all the stitching done, it doesn't look so crash hot. And my next stage, my next step, what I do is I use my little pins, these tiny little pins. I think they're quilting pins. No, I'm not 100% sure. But I like using them on projects like this. So I will pin all this down and then I will begin the stitching. Thank you for watching. Please give me a thumbs up. Bye for now. Hello everyone, I'm back. It's been a few days since I started putting these pieces together for the cross shoulder bag that I'm making, and I just wanted to show you the stitching that I've been doing. Now, you'll have just watched the first part of the video and you'll notice I have actually changed a few pieces around. It's not exactly how they were before, but I tend to do that when I go to stitch. I'll look at it and decide I want to change a few things, so that's what's happened. I've nearly completed it all. I've got to finish doing some seed stitch in this piece here, stitch this little piece and this little piece, this one down here, and I think that's it. I'm all done. So I might just do a little bit of it here with you. I sort of find if you're going to watch me stitch, it's a little boring, but a lot of people like to do that. So let's have a look. Now, I did use the thicker thread on this one. You can see on these all the fine thread here. That's the thread that Andrea included in the pack. You tend to use thinner threads when you're doing, it's sort of like a Perle 8 maybe, or 12. And of course I had to add some red in, being my favourite colour, of course. So I've put a couple of little bits of red in, which is a thicker thread, and this is thicker, that's thicker. So I just want to finish that off. If in an earlier video I said I'm going to do another one of these bags that holds my thread. So basically what we've done here is what you do for the bag. That's how it starts. So what are you all stitching? What are you doing at the moment? I've got a couple of projects on the go. And obviously, traditionally, you don't do seed stitch when you're doing Boro stitching. However, I just really like the little pattern on this piece of fabric, and just thought if I do seed stitch I can I'll just highlight it more. The only thing is, with a few layers of fabric just there, it's a little bit difficult using like what they call in embroidery a stab stitch to go up and down. So seed stitch, if you haven't watched my little sampler book of stitches, is these are, oh, some of them are quite big, some are small. You can do them all different sizes, but it's just random stitches. Around things, or it's a good filler if you've got an area on a project and you want to fill in. Seed stitch is a good filler, however it is quite time consuming. Especially depending on the size you do your stitches. I started off a little bit bigger there, but I think I've gone down a little bit. It's just doing stitches in different directions. Oh, I think I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, God bless me. Excuse me for that. Oh. I might have to take an allergy tablet. I don't tend to do a lot of talking while I'm stitching. That's why you'll find this rather boring. When I'm in a zone and I just sit and stitch, I'm usually engrossed in what I'm doing, and I usually watch a little bit of YouTube and some Netflix, catching up on serials and watching things that my husband doesn't like to watch. We basically have the same taste. We 90% of the time, but there are some things I like to watch that he's definitely not interested in, so I watch them on my iPad. I'll just put this here. I'll take it out of the packet. Where is it? I'll just put Andrea's card there if anyone's interested. As I said, this was a little kit I bought from Andrea. Oh, also, I don't know if I have mentioned it or not, but Andrea also has some YouTube videos with some tutorials. If you want to head over and have a look at her YouTubes. The Pentagon bag that I recently did, I'm not sure if you haven't watched those videos, go and have a little look. at my Pentagon bag. I bought the pattern from Andrea just recently, and I'm getting a bit weeny here, aren't I? Started off quite big because I thought it'd be quicker to fill in the space, and now I've gone small. Andrea has a 4 YouTubes on there. It's 4 parts showing you how to make the Pentagon bag. You might like to go and have a look. Make the bag, buy the pattern. It's a download pattern. It's not very expensive. Can't remember now, but it wasn't that expensive. Okay, I'm sure you get the general idea of what this is about, and there's no rule or rhyme or reason. Some people, when they do this, just like in cantha stitching, they will just stitch all the way along with their blocks. I tend to do mine in the little individual pieces of fabric. I don't know why. Just something I started and I've continued to do. I just like the effect that it has. Okay. Well, I'll leave that here. Now, that's the right way. That's the way I want it to go on the bag, like that. So let's see, after we do this, what the next steps are for the bag. And as Andrea says here, it's entirely your decision and up to you if you want to heavily stitch the bag or just do minimal stitching on it. I like to heavily stitch it. I just think it gives a great effect. Anyway, that's me. I'll be stitching the whole thing. Yeah, well, it says press the pallon to the wrong side of the back piece, which is that piece. Right sides together, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, I won't be doing that today, and I won't do the machine stitching of the piece of the bag on YouTube. I think that'll be a little bit difficult to do. So what I'll do now is, after I've completed this, I will, when I put the bag together, I'll do another little YouTube just to show you of the bag put together. But that's what I'm up to now. Okay, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and leave a little comment. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribing. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day. Bye.